the first day and I was just feeling miserable. I was trying to just get myself all the energy I could to take my son to school. And my husband looked at me, he said, "Go back to bed, I've got him." Which, thank you so much, Shannon, for being that person who can say, "Go back to bed, I got him." I know not everybody has that. Had he already been at the office, had he already been out walking the dog, because he likes to walk the dog in the morning, I would have just said, "All right, let's go. Come on, let's go to school. Get in the car. I feel miserable, but we're going." And I would have done it.
Hi everyone, I'm Lexie Callies. Do you feel the squeeze of caring for an elderly loved one and school-aged children? Then welcome to the Sandwich Stories. Let's dig in.
Hi everybody, it's Lexie Callies with Sandwich Stories. I hope you have a really great week. I'm back. If you noticed last week, I had some technical difficulties. I didn't have a show. It was not here, and I'm so sorry. I know y'all missed me so much. But I was sick. And I finally broke. It was sad. Yeah, I finally broke. I got sick. To the point I couldn't even like suck it up and like come to a recording. Like I didn't leave the house. I was sick. My medicine didn't even work. That was the worst part, I think, of all of it. So I got an antibiotic. I got a bacterial infection, and I needed some antibiotics, and they gave me one. It didn't work, and it gave me a rash. That was the other thing. I looked like I was sunburned. I was itchy. It was hot from like my neck up. I'm still dealing with a little bit of leftover. It's all dry, not cute. Yeah, and so I just looked like I had a sunburn, and I couldn't leave the house. I mean, it took everything I had to like go get my son from school on Wednesday. Not easy. So not easy. I had to cancel my mom's appointments. Like my mom had an appointment. I had to cancel that. It was awful. But I still had to get up to take him to school. And actually, the first day, my husband was good enough to take our son to school, but I still had to be the one to get him from school. So I would just get ready, and I'd have to steel myself, and off I went to go get my son from school and bring him home and then go back to bed. And then it snowed and iced, and I couldn't get to the doctor because all the doctor's offices were closed. And so I had to deal with medicine that wasn't working, with a rash, feeling miserable, not getting to the doctor. And so then I saw an ad. I was watching TV, saw an ad for Amazon and their doctor's office. And I thought, well, what is it going to hurt? So I went online and I did that, and I'm getting new medicine. So, hey, hopefully it's coming today. I hope, fingers crossed. I'm obviously feeling much, much better, but I still have a little bit of something. I don't know. I've been coughing still a little bit. And so hopefully the new medicine comes and it will knock whatever's left in me out. So with that said, for those of you who get sick, it is okay to say, I have to stay home and I have to be in bed. I have to cancel whatever appointment I was supposed to take my loved one to. Like I said, my mom had physical therapy, and I just was not going to happen. Couldn't do it. Wasn't going to happen. Because for my mom, especially with physical therapy, I help out. And so I wouldn't have been able to help. I would have been useless. So I had to cancel it. It's the way life goes, right? So I want you all to know that if you are sick, you don't have to power through. I mean, yes, there are getting my son from school. Could I have asked a friend to get Shelby from school? Probably, maybe. But like most moms and most caregivers, we just say, I can do it. I can figure it out. I'll put on my clothes and my jacket and get in the car and go get him. That's what I did. Um, so I want to let y'all know that you can be sick. You are allowed to be sick. You are allowed to stay home. Um, I'm normally a power through kind of girl. Believe me, I'm normally the girl that's like, I'm fine, hacking, coughing, you name it. I'm doing it. I could have a fever, and it's always, I'm fine. This one knocked me on my butt. Like, I had to stay home. Ugh. Felt a little bad, actually. In all honesty, I felt a little bad. Like, I felt bad that I had to cancel my mom's appointments. I felt bad that she didn't go to physical therapy last week. Like, and is one physical therapy appointment going to make or break my mom? No. Do I see what it gives her? Yes. Is that what makes me feel guilty? Yes. But her physical therapist understood. Yeah. I got, okay, great. I thank you so much for letting me know. Hope you feel better. See you next week. That's the response I got. No one made me feel bad. I mean, the first day and I was just feeling miserable. I was trying to just get myself all the energy I could to take my son to school. And my husband looked at me, he said, go back to bed. I've got him. Which, thank you so much, Shannon, for being that person who can say, go back to bed. I got him. I know not everybody has that. Had he already been at the office, had he already been out walking the dog, because he likes to walk the dog in the morning, I would have just said, all right, let's go. Come on, let's go to school. Get in the car. I feel miserable, but we're going. And I would have done it. And our school's about 5 minutes away, like driving down, and then the car line. The car line's the worst part because, like, depending on when you get to school, determines how fast the car line goes. Are you stuck behind the buses? Because the car line, the side of the school my son goes in on, the buses also go on that side of the school. So it just, timing is everything with the car line. And those of you who are moms and still do car lines, you know timing is everything with the car line. It's just how it is. So anyway, I was able to get Shelby. I stayed home. Shannon got Shelby to school. I picked him up from school. I did do that. And luckily, there were a couple things in the afternoon that he normally would have had to do that was canceled because what happened? Oh, there was a swim meet for the high school, so there wasn't swim team on a certain day. So that was helpful. So I didn't have to like go back out after I picked him up from school. So that was nice. So there were a little bit of little grace that just happened last week. So yeah, I broke. I got sick. And so, like I said, it's okay if you get sick. If you have the ability to cancel, if you had, no, this is the other thing. I had to, like, PT, I canceled. Okay, fine. MSA clinic, would I have canceled that? Would I have, that is a once a quarter uh, appointment with my mom's neurologist. Would I have canceled that appointment? I don't know. I don't know if I would have canceled that appointment. I wonder if I would have just sucked it up and dealt with it. I don't know. I know I didn't have a virus, it was bacterial. So, would I have canceled? I don't know. That's a question. Probably wouldn't have. In all honesty, I probably wouldn't have. I would have been like, oh, okay, come on, Lexie, put it together, get it together, let's go. You feel miserable, but your mom has to get to this appointment. It only happens every quarter. Let's go. Oh, excuse me. Sorry, guys. Sorry for that. Yeah, I would have gone. I would have done it. I would have been dragging, but I would have done it. Yeah, I think that one, I don't think I would have canceled. I think I would have just sucked it up and gone. I mean, except for blood pressure, I wonder if they could have done it virtually. Something I'm going to have to ask, because my mom's doing that appointment next week. So the appointment that I'm like hemming and hawing over what I have canceled or not is happening next week. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I ask her doctor if there's an option for virtual. If I were to be sick, or she were to be sick, could I still do that appointment but do it virtually? I don't know. Maybe a different day. Maybe the next day. Maybe she has virtual days. I don't know. Some doctors have virtual days. And yeah, I don't know. I would not have canceled that appointment though. Now that I think about it, it just would not have happened. I would have just done it and off I go. And come home, got her back, and come home and gotten into bed and hid there for the rest of the night. That's probably what I would have done. So yeah, these are the things we have to weigh, right? So what appointment has less value? Maybe not less value, less importance. Is that the same as value? Flexibility. One has more flexibility than the other. And so maybe that's the one you let go if you have to be sick and stay home. Oh, yeah. I don't know. So I hope all of y'all stay healthy and well. Because I always say we need a break. Caregivers need a break, but you don't want to have a break just because you're sick. Like that. That's not fun. That's not a fun break. um, So, yeah, I hope you all stay well. And I hope that when you do decide to have a break, it's on your own terms and it's something you've planned, not that nature has decided to say, no, you're staying home today. So, anyway, wish me luck with my new prescriptions. And like I said, I am feeling better. Like it is like nature, my body is doing its thing, and I am feeling a little better. And so, hopefully, I will just knock this out here in the next couple days. Yeah. So stay healthy, stay well. And if you do get sick, it's okay to say, we're not doing that today. I'm staying home. Because if you are not well, if you cannot stand up, if you cannot do the things that you feel that you need to do or that you're required to do, you're not really good to anybody. You're not even good to yourself. Like that, yeah, that's really it. We have to be good to ourselves. Caregivers need to be good to ourselves. Like we hear it all the time, but it's great in the abstract. It's great in theory, right? But yeah, when it actually happens, we have to be good to ourselves so that we can be there for everybody else because that is our job and sometimes that's our calling and that's just what we do. So we soldier on, just like my mom would say, right? Like I've said before, my mom just says, we got to soldier on. You got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you got to move forward because the only way and only direction you can go, right? Can't go backwards. With that being said, song of the week is a song I flipping through the radio station. I still have a radio station on that was around when my son was little, and it's like the children's station on like satellite radio. And I was just flipping through, and it just happened to stop on this one. And I do love this song. I loved it when my son was little, and it's totally true. The song is by Kristin, Kristin, Andreassen, Andreassen, and the song is called Crayola Doesn't Make a Color for Your Eyes. And it's true. Like the song is just really fun and sweet. And it's just the idea that Crayola makes all these colors in the world, but there's not a color that matches your loved one's eyes, your little one's eyes, your loved one's eyes. It might be close, but it's not. No, there's like flecks of gold, there's flecks of brown, is it cornflower? Is it green? Is it this? Is that? And you can say my eyes are blue, but what kind of blue? What are the nuances of blue? And so Crayola does not make a color for those eyes, right? So it's a really sweet song, um, especially if you have little ones, grandchildren, little kids, whatever it is. It's a super sweet song. And when you hear it, you're like, yep, that's right. Crayola does not make a color for your eyes. That goes, right? So, um, so give that one a listen. It's sweet. And I hope you all have a really great week. And I hope you stay healthy and well, so you don't have to make the choices I did. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye.
Thank you so much for listening to Sandwich Stories. I really hope you learned some new things and enjoyed it. If you did, tell a friend, tell your mom, tell your sister, tell your dad, tell everybody you know to also listen. Maybe they'll learn some new things, how to help each other out, and find us at Sandwich Stories Podcast. Thanks so much.